Why do we stay where we suffer? Have you ever felt stuck in a routine that just wasn't working? What if the solution was right beside you, but you were too focused on your struggle to see it? Follow this simple story. Somewhere in it, you may discover the answer you've been looking for. There was a long, winding path that cut through a dense forest. It was paved, but worn-scarred by deep ruts and jagged stones. Rain and time had turned the earth into thick, heavy mud. Every step was a battle. There was a long, winding path that cut through a dense forest. It was paved, but worn-scarred by deep ruts and jagged stones. Rain and time had turned the earth into thick, heavy mud. Every step was a battle. And yet, this was the only path the pigs had ever known. Among them were Peter, John, and Matt, 3 pigs, who, like the rest, spent their days with heads down, snouts buried in the dirt, searching for scraps. It hadn't always been this hard. But lately, the earth gave less and less. Peter often grumbled, hunger gnawing at his belly. There's almost no food left, he thought. John sighed beside him. These are cruel times. Matt didn't even look up. Keep digging. It's the only way. Day after day, they dug. Sometimes a lucky pig would find a small root, but most were left with crumbs. The stronger pigs dug deeper. The weaker ones barely survived. One day, Peter collapsed from exhaustion as he lay there, breathless. His eyes drifted beyond the muddy path, and what he saw stunned him. Just a few steps away, past the edge of the road, was a world of abundance. Mushrooms in every color, wild berries glistening in the shade, leafy greens, acorns, hazelnuts, walnuts scattered like treasure beneath towering trees. Peter dragged himself to the feast and ate. The flavors were rich, the food plentiful. His strength returned, and with it, a sense of purpose. He rushed back to the others. You won't believe it. Just beyond this path, there's food everywhere. Raise your heads, look around. John barely glanced up. Peter, stop dreaming. Dig. Matt snorted. He's hallucinating. Ignore him. The others nodded. They had spent their lives digging. The idea of simply walking to find something better felt impossible. Peter couldn't change their minds, so he chose a different path, stepped off the muddy road and into the forest. He grew strong, healthy. Soon the others noticed. Why does Peter look so different? They whispered. Some scoffed, but others grew curious. One by one, a few brave pigs lifted their heads. They stepped off the path, and they saw the truth. Food was everywhere. They had just been too focused on their struggle to notice. More pigs followed. They thrived together in the forest. But some never left the muddy path, too afraid to believe there could be another way. Peter wasn't the smartest pig. He didn't have special tools or secret knowledge. But he did something no one else dared to do. He looked up. That simple act changed everything. From this story, we can draw powerful lessons. Lessons that speak to anyone who's ever felt stuck, tired, or unsure of what comes next. 1. Don't let habit blind you to possibility. The pigs kept digging because that's what they'd always done. But routine can become a trap. Lesson: just because something is familiar doesn't mean it's right. Question the path you're on. 2. Hard work is good, but smart thinking is better. They believed that if they worked harder, they'd find more food. But Peter found a smarter way. Lesson: effort is important, but wisdom multiplies it. Learn to pause and ask, is there a better way? 3. Fear of change can keep you stuck. Some pigs refused to leave the muddy path not because they couldn't, but because they were afraid to. Lesson: comfort zones feel safe, but they can hold you back. Growth begins where fear ends. 4. Perspective is power. The forest of food was always there. The pigs just never looked up. Lesson: sometimes the solution isn't far away, it's just hidden by your mindset. Change how you see, and you'll change what you find. 5. Be the one who dares first. Peter didn't wait for permission. He acted. And his courage inspired others. Lesson: you don't need to be perfect to lead. You just need to believe in something better and take the first step. So here's a question for you. Are you digging in the same place, hoping things will change? Or are you ready to look up and explore a new path? Share your thoughts in the comments. And remember, sometimes the biggest change starts with a small shift in perspective. Have you ever been stuck in a situation that felt hopeless till you changed your perspective? Share your story in the comments. And remember, don't just dig deeper. Sometimes you need to look up. Thanks you. Bye-bye.